It's White Lion right here on your Classic Metal Show. All you need is rock and roll, Mr. Aiken.
That's right.
Were you aware of that? All you need is rock and roll?
I always thought I need a little bit of money, too, but yeah. I guess I could go with just rock and roll.
You know, Chris, I really have a taste for a steak right now.
You do?
Yeah. But all I need is rock and roll.
All you need is some rock and roll.
Yeah.
That's it.
I really am tired. I could use a little sleep. Have been up for days.
You don't need that. All you need is rock and roll.
Right. You know, my mortgage is due. They're about ready to foreclose on my house. What do you think I had to do?
Turn the speakers up, baby. All you need is rock and roll.
Right. What does that mean exactly? All you need is rock and roll.
I don't know. It probably sounded good, phrased right, so they used it. Back in those days, lyrics weren't very important, were they?
Nah, but I've actually heard that from, other people. All you need is rock and roll, man.
Yeah, and that guy was here last week in the studio.
Yeah, that's a guy right there. All he needs is rock and roll.
And he believes it.
Yeah. It's kind of like Spicoli. All I need is cool buzz, some tasty waves, and some rock and roll, and I'm good.
That's right. It's one big party, and I'm just at it.
Right. Well, I played some White Lion there for you because you found something, and I haven't heard this, and I'm wondering why you're bringing this to the table. These kids are interviewing Mike Tramp, formerly of White Lion.
It's just this continuing statement of how worthless media has gotten these days.
Well, I was wondering if there was any inappropriateness, kind of like the Eddie Money interview where Eddie Money was interviewing she was like 11 or 12 years old.
No, there's not that from Mike Tramp, but the questions will pretty much prove itself immediately that Mike Tramp should never have done this.
Okay.
Get why he did it. He probably thought, okay, this will be fun once, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But it stinks.
Okay.
There's no promotional value at all.
There's no redeeming value to doing this.
There's no way anybody's hearing this and they're going to run out and buy Mike's new solo album.
Sure. Well, this happens. I was reading a little of the tagline here, and apparently this is what I consider self-indulgent parents who live vicariously through the experiences of their children.
See, now you're catching on to what this is all about.
Oh, okay. Well, I just read this.
Yeah.
And it says, the first band Olivia's dad ever met was White Lion in July of 1987. So he was thrilled that 26 years later, almost to the day, his daughter was able to interview White Lion's lead singer Mike Tramp, who is now a solo artist and touring in support of Cobblestone Street.
Which is actually a great record, by the way.
Oh, I have not heard it.
It is acoustic, which is why you haven't heard it, because I haven't brought it to the show.
Okay, well, that's fine. But yeah, these parents, and I equate these to people who are sports parents, or they're the ones who put the stickers on the back of their minivan that says, "My kid is on the honor roll of such and such a school," or honor roll student riding inside, or whatever it is.
Proud parent of Willis Elementary School student here.
Right.
Yuck.
It's like. And the other one, and this has nothing to do with kids, but it's these people, and I don't get this trend, and I see more and more of this.
Yeah.
What is it with these people who put some kind of a decal on the back window of their car in memory of, and then he puts somebody's name and their date of birth and death like a tombstone? Have you seen those?
I've seen a few of them.
It's like, why? I don't know that person. I'm not going to sit there and, if I wore a hat, take my hat off in respect to it, or go, "Oh, I'm so sorry," or why?
Yeah, just stop it.
It's like, why is this? Why is everybody so intent on drawing attention to themselves?
I'm going to tell you two reasons: Twitter and Facebook.
Is that what it is?
It is, dude. Everybody thinks that they're important now.
Okay, well, which again is the reason why I have not joined that.
Either medium, right?
Yeah, I haven't joined the fray.
Dude, have you not noticed now that you think that anybody that reads anybody's Facebook or Twitter thinks that everybody's just a fucking whiner? But really, if you really think about it, everybody's the exact same whiner that they used to be.
Right.
They just now type it and post it instead of just saying it to their buddies.
I guess.
It's the same exact fucking thing.
It's about attention. Give me attention.
It is. It really is.
But, and again, we've had this discussion on the show where my personal feeling on the Facebook and things like that, if you're a celebrity or you're a band or you're promoting a product or your craft or whatever, I can kind of understand it. But the soccer mom or, people who really have nothing going on outside of their normal family routine.
Yeah.
Not interested.
Well, the thing that I always crack up with is the people that just post like total day-to-day stuff. And I'll be fair about this. I do it sometimes too.
Well, but you do it, but you are somewhat of a celebrity though.
Yes. I don't know.
But no, you are because, you're a writer.
Yeah.
You have pitch riff. You're on the classic metal show. You've made a mark in the Cleveland area as a media guy. So you're not just the run-of-the-mill guy who works at is the manager at the Best Buy.
Right.
You're not that guy. You've made a mark to where you're a known name out there.
I guess. I guess my point is that, and certainly I am the biggest social media dork there is. I mean, I'm always posting on Facebook and shit. But the funny thing is, or the thing that I think is just ridiculous, is not even the average day-to-day people that have 50 friends and they're all their true friends and and whatever. It's fine if you're posting, hey, look at my kid and blah 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 blah. If your friend base is truly just your close friends and family. But it's never fine, ever, to post, hey, on my way to McDonald's.
Yeah.
Guess what? Got a cheeseburger.
Yeah, I don't get that at all.
It's like, what are you doing? No one gives a fuck. Even you don't give a fuck.
I don't. I'm not even on Facebook.
No, I don't mean you distinct. I mean the person posting it.
Oh, yeah.
If you post on Facebook that you're going to get a fucking grilled cheese and fries for lunch, and then you read your friend's post that says, hey, I'm going to get grilled cheese and fries too. Your first reaction is, who gives a fuck?
Right. Well, speaking of the whole food aspect, that's the one that always cracks me up is people who take a picture of their dinner plate.
Oh, yeah.
This is what I'm eating.
Happens all the time.
Look at this. I'm at a restaurant. Look at this.
Yeah. Look at that. That's some good food.
Man, look at that. I'm eating this right now.
I won't lie. I've done that too. I did it last year when I was at Bobby Flay's.
And it's something I gave you shit about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, what?
You used the term selfie.
Oh, yeah.
Now I see they added that to the dictionary.
Of course they did, so take it back.
Selfie.
Take it back.
No.
Take it back. It's a dictionary word. I was expanding my verbal horizons.
Yeah, and the other one that drives me nuts?
Yeah.
My friend, he's a real foodie.
Well, I don't even know foodie.
Foodie. Those are people who just they spend all their time experiencing different cuisines.
I've never heard the term foodie.
A foodie. My friend recommends such and such because he's a real foodie.
I'm going to use that word at some point.
I just want to kill some people.
I'm going to take a selfie, then I'm going to take a picture of my friend who's a foodie. Absolutely.
He's a foodie.
He's a foodie. Well, we've invented a word. Fucky.
Oh, well, that's a little bit different.
It fits.
Yeah.
Maybe we need to work harder to promote it.
I guess. We
got selfie into the dictionary. Why can't we have fucky?
Exactly.
Person who's fucked up, a fucky.
Or a situation that's kind of just off. It's really fucky.
mean, our term, unlike selfie, that only has one purpose.
Yeah.
Art has many meanings.
Yes, it does.
It could be everything from how you feel to what you feel to who you are. There's a lot of good definitions of fucky.
It is.
I like it.
Well, getting back to this Mike Tramp thing.
All right.
This is done by a website or whatever. Yes. Kidsinterviewbands.com. Kidsinterviewbands.com.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I know. This is already good, right?
Haven't heard it yet, but I'm willing to listen.
Well, just based on the name of the website, what are you expecting?
I'm expecting a parent who's indulging the kid. Oh, when you need to do this and get your face out there, and I need to be the proud parent, and it's just living vicariously through your kids.
Well, segment over. You called that one.
Twister girl, I'm fucky.
I'd like to find out.
I'm fucky, she says.
I'd like to find out if her waist is fucky first.
Nice.
Just a personal thought, but
sure. All right, well, here's kidsinterviewingbands.com interviewing Mike Tramp, formerly of White Lion.
Cool.
From kidsinterviewbands.com, and I'm here with Mike Tramp.
Nice to meet you.
What do you miss most about home?
Well, the comfort of home, the thing about getting up in the morning and just going out and getting a bowl of cereal. Sometimes that's the most simple thing is what I miss. Doing what you want to do when you're home and things like that, and that you have all the stuff available within reach instead of everything is always a limited packed in a suitcase. And then, of course, my children and my wife.
If you can transform into any animal, what animal would it be?
Oh, my.
Wait a minute. We got to go back before we even address question number 2. The first thing he misses is that he can't get a bowl of cereal, followed by his children.
Right. Right.
God damn, that's funny.
I miss most about being home is being able to have that bowl of cereal at my fingertips. Yeah, oh yeah, and I miss my wife and kids too.
And my wife and kids.
Yeah.
Fuck, Mike, you didn't fuck that answer up, did you?
Nice. Cereal, kids, wife.
Right, in that order, please.
And that would be, to use a cliche, that would be the order of the food chain.
All right, now back up a little bit and let's hear question number 2.
Well, she's asking him if he could transform into an animal, what would he be? He would be a white lion, I bet.
That's what I'm thinking I would be.
That's what I would think.
Yeah.
Just call me Kimba.
Right.
And my wife.
If you can transform into any animal, what animal would it be?
A polar bear. I like that the most polar bears are loners, and I'm a bit of a loner myself. And I just like this animal that it's so strong and so powerful, and it just lives just in the ice.
Here, let's stop for a second.
Is that where the polar bear lives? He just lives in the ice?
Lives in the ice.
Okay.
So, based on what you've heard so far, you going to run out and get Mike's new album?
He's a loner.
He's a loner. That would be a polar bear. And like cereal? Oh, yeah, and also his kids and his wife.
Right. So something tells me that Mike probably shouldn't be married with a kid and wife.
Right.
He's a loner and a polar bear.
He's a polar bear loner.
He should have been a white lion instead of a white bear.
Yeah, I mean, he missed his own cue. What a dope.
Right.
If a restaurant made a sandwich called the Mike Tramp sandwich, what would be on it?
Well, I know Billy Morris serves some pretty good sandwiches at his nightclub up there.
He does.
And he names them after bands.
Why? Yeah, I know. I had the Enough's Enough burger on fucking Monday.
Yeah, I can't. What was the burger that I had when I was there for your birthday?
Was it the Dio or the Danzig?
Yeah, I think it was the Dio burger.
Dio.
That was a really good one.
Fuck yeah, he makes some good food.
Oh my God.
Yeah, definitely.
Wow. So what do you think Mike Tramp would have on his own sandwich if he were a sandwich?
Well, probably some polar bear meat. Maybe a little cereal.
Well, I'm thinking if he wanted to be a polar bear, I think it would be a salmon sandwich.
Oh, well, good call.
Salmon on sandwich.
There it is, salmon on white.
Right.
Oh, that's a nice stuff. It would be French toast as either ends, and then a lot of good stuff like Swiss cheese, turkey, sauerkraut, coleslaw, and a lot of mustard.
Basically a Reuben.
Fucking sounds gross.
It's like a Reuben sandwich.
Yeah, except it's on French toast.
Yeah. Well, I think he means like French bread.
I guess.
I don't mean he means like French toast, like cooked in eggs.
Oh, he said French toast.
I know, but I think he means French bread.
You think at this point,
I think he means toasted French bread.
You think at this point he's going, why the fuck did I do this? What am I doing? What happened to my career? I sold millions of records.
Sure. I'm in the back room on a couch with a little kid.
A little kid asking me what fucking animal I would be.
And what kind of a sandwich I would be.
What happened to my career?
If somebody made a movie about your life, what would it be called and who would play it?
Wow. If somebody made a movie about his life, what would it be called and who would play him?
I'm an asshole by anybody that hates Mike Tramp.
Alan Kill Caller, you're on the air.
The sandwich is called a Monte Cristo.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
I don't eat sauerkraut on a sandwich, nor do I eat sauerkraut of any kind.
I don't know if a Monte Cristo has sauerkraut, but it's on like batter dipped bread, and it kind of has a pancakey French toast type taste to it.
All right. Well, see, there's a guy who knows. Look at you. You're very, very, very well informed about sandwiches.
It's kind of a diner thing. They ask you if you want syrup to dip it in.
Really?
Yuck.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound good.
Syrup
with
cheese?
It doesn't sound good, but it actually is kind of good.
Really?
And it has cheese on it?
Cheese and syrup and sauerkraut?
Yuck.
Well, it does, I don't think it has sauerkraut on it. At least the ones that I have had not had that on it. But yeah, well, he's fucked up. What do you expect? He's Danish. That's probably why he wants to be a polar bear too. He probably has some in his backyard as a kid.
Wow, you're bringing a lot of insight that never even occurred to me.
I try. God damn it. And I'm going to hazard a guess as to what kind of movie he would want to make about his life or whatever. He wants to be a movie about a man who still sings in the voice of a 13-year-old boy. Cracking it all.
Oh, my God. Nice. And who would play him?
Little child, dry your crying eyes.
Peter Brady?
But, give him credit. He's humoring the kid.
More than I would do. I'd be like, I'm out of here. This is stupid.
Yeah. He's putting up with the kid's dumb questions. I mean, it's...
Might be the only interview he was offered in this city.
It might have been. And he gives the impression that he'll pretty much talk to anybody about anything.
Sure.
Loner or not.
Please help my career, please.
Yeah, and please ask me about Vito Bratta so I can say no one more time.
Right.
Vito Bratta, I bet that guy knows about sandwiches.
I think he lives out on Long Island somewhere now.
Doesn't he run like a delicatessen or something?
I think so.
Well, then he would be the guy to interview. I think she's asking the wrong White Lion guy.
Vito Bratwurst.
Here's
Here's a guy who fucked up his career by practicing guitar in bed in the morning, by laying on his back, and fucked up his hand.
Are you sure that's what he was doing that fucked up his hand while laying in bed?
Well, that's what I like to think.
He was playing a string.
Otherwise, I might be in trouble.
He was playing a string, just a thicker one.
Well, in that case, we all better be careful. continue with this train wreck.
All right.
Fuck you, pal.
There goes Doghouse. Lots of insight.
Yeah, he was on it.
He's got a lot of insight.
Sure does.
Yeah, well, it's Forrest Gump. I've seen a lot of stuff in my life, and sometimes when you look back at it, it's all been more than a journey. It's been part of life. And maybe Brad Pitt should pay me. What do you think?
So she doesn't have any answer.
No.
She's not paying any attention to the questions she asks.
Not at all.
No, she's on to the next question. Oh, you asked me something? What?
She's like Natalie's World.
Oh, she asked better questions than that.
I have list of questions here, and I'm only interested in the answers. I'm not going to engage you in conversation.
Not at all. Let's just continue on my questions, please.
Right. So, Mike Tramp believes that Brad Pitt should play him in a movie.
I'm with him on that.
What food can you eat your body weight in?
Sorry?
What food can you eat your body weight in?
What can you eat your body weight in? Food?
What food could you eat your body weight in?
I think this girl's a foodie. I think she's a foodie. She asked about sandwiches, and now she's asking about what food he could eat that he could eat his whole body weight in.
Okay, so what's the answer?
Let me think.
For Mike Tramp? Pussy.
Well, he is from Denmark.
Okay, so some kind of cheese?
Either cheese or chocolate.
Yeah, I'm going cheese, you go chocolate.
All right.
Or watermelons.
We were both wrong.
Way off.
Watermelons.
Watermelons.
Okay.
When you went to concerts, did you buy t-shirts of your favorite bands you saw?
All right, that's at least a music question, sort of.
I would have to say probably yes. I mean, that's pretty... He's wearing a Triumph shirt.
Yeah, maybe she didn't notice, or maybe she's not old enough to read.
Yeah. So he's wearing a Triumph shirt in this interview. So he's going to say... He's probably going to tell a story about a band he saw and maybe the first shirt he ever bought.
Right, and that's how he learned to love the live music or something.
So that's just my guess.
Right.
Yes, I remember going to my first concert and not having enough money for the t-shirt and standing there almost crying. So from that day on, I always made sure that when I went to concerts for bands that I love, that I would have enough money to buy a t-shirt.
All right, I was pretty dead on.
Yep, exactly.
Pretty
right.
except the fact that he didn't have enough money for his first concert.
Yeah, and he didn't sell out which band it was.
So I was close.
Yep.
All right, next question.
Did you have a favorite t-shirt?
Yeah, this Triumph t-shirt I'm wearing right now. I've had it since I was 17.
It's the only one I have.
All right.
Yes, I have. When I went to see my favorite band, Queen, in 1977, not just did I have first row, but the shirt that I bought at that show, I still own. I can't fit it anymore, but I still own it.
Okay, fair enough.
All right, you saw Queen, News of the World Tour. Got it.
My dad has a shirt of your old band that he still likes too. He still has.
Good stuff.
Where has been the weirdest place you've been recognized by fans?
Right here in this dressing room, talking to a 10-year-old.
Right. In a urinal. I mean, what the fuck?
The weirdest place you've been recognized.
Yeah. Where would he be? That's weird.
That's my point. Weirdest.
Yeah, I mean, where weird would he be?
I would say in a confession booth at a Catholic church. Mike, is that you?
Mike, sing for me.
Or in a sauna. Places sometimes when I'm on the road, I go to a swimming pool, public swimming pool, just because it's nice to get some exercise and stuff like that. So it happens that you're suddenly sitting in a warm sauna and somebody says, "Hey, aren't you?"
Yeah, I recognize your pee-pee.
Right. I used to suck it when you were famous.
In fact, it was your dad.
Your dad was handling the hot rocks, and I don't mean in the sauna.
Right.
And finally, can you name all the Spice Girls?
What was that question about the Spice Girls?
She said, can you name all the Spice Girls?
Oh, my. How relevant of a question is that?
Good one. You know what I noticed, though? She said, and finally. So you know what I noticed? Not a single question about his record.
No, none at all.
Not a single one.
The Spice Girls were relevant, 15 years ago?
Yeah.
15 years ago.
Yeah, well, before she was born.
Right.
I'll bet she can't name all the Spice Girls.
Let's see. We got Scary Spice, Posh Spice,
Sporty
Spice.
What was the other one? Baby Doll or something?
Baby Spice.
Baby Spice.
Is there one more? Is there 5 of them or 4 of them?
I think there's 5, but I don't know. Scary Spice?
I think I mentioned her already.
I don't know. Whatever.
All right.
Mel C and Mel B. That's 2 of them. Posh, only because I know David Beckham. Then is there Ginger?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the one we were missing.
That's the hottie.
Ginger Spice.
She's the hot one, too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now we're already up on 5. Oh, wow. And then there's Baby Spice. Holy shit. It's not because I like it, maybe.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. I thank you for the great questions. It's refreshing to know something new.
What did he learn new?
I don't know.
He knows something new. Hey, Hail and Kill caller, you're on the air.
Hail and Kill, boys. How are you? It's Tim James.
Hey, Tim James.
How are you?
Excellent,
Go
Tim.
ahead.
You
got a Mike Tramp interview going there.
Well, I'm nice of you to notice.
I love that guy. He's been so nice to me. That guy.
Best record, best singer you ever heard.
No. He's. I mean, he's just been really, really encouraging for me several times. I've got nothing bad to say about Mike Tramp.
I've met Mike, and he was
you got the interview on.
He was very friendly with me as well. So I'll agree with you.
Yeah. Well, I'm just ringing in briefly because I won't be able to ring you several times today, which will probably be a relief. Because I'm doing a gig, so I just thought I'd ring in quickly. I haven't even really been listening to the show. I just tuned in when I could.
On a Sunday, you're doing a gig?
Yeah.
What goes on in Australia on Sunday where you can do a gig?
Well, it's Father's Day. I don't know if it's Father's Day over there, but it's Father's Day down here, and yeah, they've just got me playing in this little pub and earning some money, so it's all good.
Well, that's good. All the fathers getting away from their bratty kids and their bitchy wives to get a hangover. Listening to Tim James.
Yeah, well, I do say in the show often, that the more they drink, the better I sound.
I'm going to have to try that for your phone calls.
Oh God! Anyway,
so are you gonna plug the Classic Metal Show during your live gig, Tim?
I'm sure I could work it in.
Work it in, man.
I'm sure I could work it in.
Look, the people at
I'll work it in.
Hear it.
When I play rock and roll all night, I say this is a request from the Classic Metal Show.
All right, and give out the website and the Spreaker name.
All right, I will.
All right,
I will.
All right, now
what was that?
I said shake it loose and go on to your gig.
All right, Hail and Kill, boys. Talk to you next week. See ya.
All right, bye.
Hail and Kill, boys. It's Tim James calling from Sydney, Australia. How are you?
Well, thanks for calling, Tim.
Hail and Kill. Fuck you, pal. And hand job.
Let Tim give us a call.
Oh, Twister Girl says Ginger Spice is hot.
Yes, she is.
And then she questioned my bitchy wives comment.
Why?
I don't know. It just says bitchy wives.
Is she married or single?
Single. She's
single, so then she should know. Fucking, they're all great when they're single. Then they turn into monumental cunts the minute you buy them a ring. She buy them the ring, and it's like, all right, I'm not going to suck your dick anymore. I'm going to fucking make your life miserable. Everything you like is now bad. Go. Make money for me.
Speaking of that,
yeah,
I caught Patrice O'Neal on a special the other night.
Well, that must have been a hell of a catch.
Yeah, I know he's dead, but it was one of his stand-ups.
Okay.
And I don't know the name of it. I caught like the last 30 minutes of it.
All right.
And have you seen all of his specials at all, or are you familiar?
I've seen like 2 or 3, so I don't know.
I'm telling you, he just cracked me up.
Dude, he was the best. Even on O&A, he was always the best. When he's talking about relationships, he was the best at relationship talk.
Wow.
What?
Twister girl.
What'd she say?
She's making it very clear that she has no problem with her oral skills.
Let's hear it. What'd she say?
Well, what do you think she said?
I want to hear what she said. I don't want to hear what do I think. Read the email or the text. Read the text. Don't ask her if she can. She knows she's texted in.
I'm not asking her. It just
read the text.
She's like, "What the fuck? I suck dick."
All right, I'll tell you what, Twister girl. I'm going to have him give you my phone number, and I need video proof. I don't care if it's on a cucumber. I need to see. Banana, tailpipe, whatever. Let's see. Let's see you back up your talk, Missy.
Wow, she's a character.
Yeah, well, she's a liar, though. I don't believe her. Till I see video, there's no proving this.
Wow. Jeez. Well, anyway, I caught Patrice O'Neal.
Yeah.
On one of his specials, and I'm telling you, I was just cracking up.
Okay.
Basically talking about exactly what you're talking about there.
Yeah.
About, it says, what is it with you girls that you just have this proclivity to just suck the fun right out of the room?
Because, look, the bottom line is they know that they've got to suck the dick in order to get you, but the minute they've got you, they know that they don't have to entertain you anymore. Wow. So they don't. So they suck the fun out of your life.
Yeah. Well, he was saying 3 or 4 of your buddies hanging out at a party together. You're out with your bros, and you're out hanging out, and he goes, not one of them will go, you know what would make this party so much better? If my girl was here.
That never happens. It's never happened. Well, unless John's there.
Right.
Because that fucker always includes Steffi and everything.
Sure. But that was, he goes, not one of them will say,
no.
It would just be so much better if my girl was here.
Well, just think about marriage, dude. Marriage literally means that at a bare minimum, you're giving up 20 hours a week for the rest of your life, even if you hate the bitch. If you hate the bitch, you got to pay her for fucking 20 hours of your work week. Just for the privilege of buying this bitch a ring. Just for that privilege. Oh, I bought you a ring, honey. I do. Okay, you certainly do. Now you're my ATM machine if we split up. And for now, you're going to pay all my goddamn bills. It's fucking ridiculous.
Then he was going on about, and probably MOL would probably know this because I know he keeps track of all these kind of shows and stuff. But it was just making me laugh.
All right.
He's just like, what is it with you girls that every time you realize that we're having fun, you just do everything in your power just to make sure that you can't have fun anymore.
Oh, yeah.
What are you doing? Are you having fun?
Stop it. It's so funny, man. I almost literally was having a similar conversation today with my most recent girlfriend, whatever. and literally was saying about how I just don't want to deal with any of it because I don't want to date right now because I'm not willing to give up my time.
Right.
And that's where we're at now.
Sure. Well, the other thing he was saying was he was asking the girls out in the audience. He said, "What if you were in some kind of a horrific train wreck?"
Yeah.
And somehow you lost your pussy in the train wreck. It's just like, oh, man, she's critical. The only way we can save her life is to remove her pussy.
Yeah.
He said, how would you girls go about keeping your man happy and keeping him from leaving you?
Okay.
And girls were yelling out, give him anal, give him oral, this and that. And he goes, okay, well, you were the ones who classified yourself as nothing but a series of holes. Not one of you said, learn how to play Xbox, learn how to enjoy sports.
Right.
He said, you girls are the ones who classified yourself as nothing but holes. Did you see that special at all?
I haven't seen that one.
Oh,
no.
my God. Just fantastic. I was just like, well, there's a lot of truth to that.
I have to find out which one that was and check it out.
But he was hysterical.
That's funny. Treese was great.
He was. That's another guy who was just, on top of his game and just left too soon.
Yep, way too soon.
Too soon. All right, what do you want to do here?
Why don't we? What time is it? 1 o'clock in the morning. Why don't we do the Randy audio?
Yeah, sure. Let's do that.
Let's do the Randy audio because that could take 2 hours.
Sure, it could.
Or who knows?
Sure, it could.
Yeah. So you know what? Play one tune because I got to go in the other room and get the letter.
Okay. Do that. What should I play?
Alive and Kicking off the current Sebastian album.
Okay, that would be perfect.
Or is that what it's called? Yeah, it's called Alive and Kicking, I think.
Isn't that the self-titled?
Kicking and Screaming.
Okay,
that's what it's called.
We can do that.
Yeah.
Let me go pull up Sebastian Bach. But yeah, if you get a chance, and I wish I had saw the name of the Patrice special.
Right.
But it was hysterical. He was at the top of his game on that one. And maybe
I was saying Elephant in the Room is the name of the special.
Is that the name of it?
I will be looking that up.
Very funny. I knew MOL would know it.
Yeah.
Let's see, Sebastian. Where are you, Sebastian? Here we are. Sebastian Bach. Come on now. Pop up there. There we go. Yeah, Kicking and Screaming. You want me to play the title track?
Yeah, that's a good tune.
All right. Well, we'll be back. We're going to play some Sebastian Bach from his this is his latest release, right?
Yep.
And we'll play this and we'll come back, and we got some pretty funny, according to Chris anyway.
Yeah, it's funny.
Some pretty funny Randy audio.
It's funny shit.
All right, well, here it is. This is Sebastian Bach exclusively here
on your classic metal show.